All right, everyone, welcome again to our space here at the Wise Crypto. We're gonna wait for our guest to come in, then we will start. Prepare some good question, take a look at the social media, and we will open the space for 5 people to ask question in the live segment at the end. Of course, we opened the voice chat 5 minutes early to make room for people to jump in into the space. Today we have Zakor, and the team will be here very, very soon. One more time, uh, get ready, take a look at the website, take a look at the social media, prepare some good question to the end of the AMA. Make sure to follow Wise Crypto if you don't follow Wise Crypto already. Give Wise Crypto a follow. At the same time, follow the core on Twitter because I'm going to pick the question from people who follow the core and follow Wise Crypto at the same time. All right, people, 4 minutes to go. Get ready. Post your question at the chat as well. If you are, maybe we'll pick 2 or 3 questions from the comments on the post. Maybe, who knows? And yeah, let's go. Hey, Mr. Andy, welcome on board, man. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. Thank you all for coming today. Thanks to the audience. Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to be here. I'm really excited to talk about the core network. Yeah, man, really awesome day.
It is an awesome day. We are so glad to have you on board as well. And we are so excited about this one because I took a look at the project. I know how good and bullish it is. And I believe people are excited as much as I am. So I believe we are waiting for your teammates, right?
Yeah, just waiting for our founder to jump into the space. Yeah, and we'll just go through the game. We'll talk about what's going on. Um, you
Mm-hmm.
know, it's like you said, it's an extremely polished game. The devs have been really working hard on this to make it a very tight, mechanically savvy, and excellent like game itself. So they're very honed in on that aspect of the game. They really want it to be an exciting experience for the player, and really want to express the scale, the pure scale of this game. It does have a massive, massive potential, just in its gameplay joy and mechanics and everything else. So yeah, we're super excited to be talking about it today. It's been a long time coming. I'll tell you.
Yeah, it looks like it. And I want to do like a small statement, adding more words to what you have said. Uh, 2024, I believe GameFi is going to play a very big role in the bull run for this year. A lot of people are bullish about GameFi. A lot of people are more interested about GameFi projects. So I believe that's the case with the core.
Yeah, of course. As you know, this is it now. This is the time. This is the time. I mean, that's not the reason why we're creating this game. We genuinely feel a massive passion towards space exploration, but we wanted to kind of use this blockchain technology that we have available and GameFi, that version of it all to really expand on the space exploration genre, the resource gathering, the transport, the manufacturing, the construction elements of that game, of that version of the game. So this is obviously a major factor for us.
100%, it is. I believe I saw the main account for the core joined in, maybe left.
Yeah, Mate is here. Yo.
Mr. Monte, I can see him to be honest. Yeah, here you are. Welcome on board, Mr. Monte.
Hey guys, thank you very much. How you doing? Can you hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you well. We're doing great. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good. Really excited. Thank you very much for hosting this AMA. It's actually the official AMA, so thank you very much, and hope that we can get most of the answers for you guys.
Appreciate it, and we're so excited about this AMA as well. So, if you guys are ready, we can start the AMA. Let me know if you have any request or question before we start.
Yeah, sure.
All right, perfect. So we will start with 5 introduction questions. Then we have 5 questions from the live question. We will pick up 5 audience to ask their question for the core team. All right, let's start with the first one. Uh, would you love to introduce yourself and the team behind the core and give like an overview about core and its mission?
Yeah, sure. My name is Mate Brzezowski. I'm co-founder of the core. Alongside myself, we also have Andy. I myself mainly overlook the economics within the game and outside the game as well. Our goal is to create like a sustainable game, both from the gameplay perspective and both for the actual operation of the company. Just a few words about us, so you can have like a background. We have been building. The team behind the core has been building blockchain solutions and fintech solutions since 2018. We had a couple of decentralized application prototypes at that time, and we have also built fintech solutions, which has received some great attention all over Europe mainly. I myself, I'm an economist. I mainly overlooking the whole operation of the team from all aspects, connecting the dots between the legal, the technical, and the gameplay perspectives. And here we have Andy, and Andy is mainly helping us out in the growth and how to present the game, how to build the game to make it like a compelling experience. Andy, do you want to say a few words about myself so the guys can get to know you better?
About myself? Well,
I meant Andy. Andy is my
yeah,
partner in the
yeah,
call.
Mr. Andy, yeah, please go ahead.
Mr. Andy, indeed.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, just to kind of give you a bit of a rundown on who I am. I'm Andy, and I'm an avid gamer through and through to the core, so to speak. No pun intended there, by the way. But I've been gaming for as long as I can remember, and I'm a massive, massive fan of it. I'm a massive fan of science fiction, and I'm a fan of science reality. And I love what the core's doing, and I love that they're mixing of all of that. They're mixing fantasy with reality. And this is only possible with the modern technology. So we're being able to kind of blend the two and create a really cohesive experience. So I've been involved in project management for the last, I would say, 8 years now. I've been involved in the property industry, logistics, and now recently, over the last few years, well, I say recently, it's definitely the years are piling on now. I joined the crypto and Web3 space. So I'm very familiar with kind of the Web3 industry and its marketing. So yeah, this is who I am. This is what I do, and really excited to be here today.
Awesome, appreciate you guys. Very nice to have you on board one more time. Um, I mean, would you love to edit anything about maybe the idea behind the core, or I can move on to the next question immediately?
Yeah, I think one significant part is the question of why we have built the core. So as you know, we have been all over the place for these years, and finally we wanted to create a project which basically merges all of our interest, and the three element of that interest was Web3 and strategy games and the space exploration. So this is what we kind of merged into the core, and by that it means that we are kind of happy and we are really enthusiastic to build the project. So whatever happens with it, however it goes, we are just gonna stay behind it and we are build it for the future. So that's basically our mission statement here.
Perfect, perfect. I appreciate you. Now moving on to the next question. It's about the main net launch. If you can share more information about that.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, yesterday we went live. This is basically the first layer of the game. We went live on mainnet on the Polygon POS network, and the first mission of the core is to actually get to the moon. I mean, what would be like a more realistic goal for a space exploration strategy game than actually go to the moon first, right? So this is basically how we introduce the first layer of money within the game, and by that I mean that the first iteration or the first release of the core is about setting the stage and the framework for the space exploration steps and guides, and also to introduce the player the resource management features that are going to follow all the next releases of the game. We also have some really super early discounts for the players. So this is also we want to say that this is like the super early launch. This is the first iteration of the game. We wanted to make sure that it's a full release. However, there are going to be many new releases and more layers added into the game, which will be more about player interactivity, diplomacy, more type of other games included on the first layer of the core.
Perfect. Awesome. And Mr. Andy, would you love to add anything to that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, this is a super early opportunity for a lot of people. We're all looking in the space and we're all looking at those projects that are really early on and we could jump on board with and watch it grow. So this is one of those really great things. And it's just a fantastic game. As I've said before, obviously the core devs, Mate here as well, all we talk about is the amount of grind he's putting in to making sure this is very trim and very proper, and extremely that. So we also have a lot of this. We have obviously we have the access now, the super early bird access, plus the 10% lifetime referral commission as well. So there's a big chance here for people to get involved in a fun game. We've got a fantastic and active Discord. Obviously we have our Twitter and everything like this. So yeah, there's a lot of things happening.
Perfect. Appreciate you. And I see like more than 40 people in our audience requesting to ask questions. We will get to that later on and during the AMA. We will open the space for 5 people to ask their question. I've been one of the core the main Twitter account for the core post here. You guys can check it out. Maybe search for good information or question you have for the core at the end of the AMA. Moving on to the next question. How does Maya encourage collaboration and innovative among space adventure?
Oh yes, Maya. Maya is a special character within the game. She's like an artificial character who lives within the game, who lives within the core universe. She's also the storyteller of the core. So the story of the core is basically like an alternative scenario where the people of Earth has went through some event which kind of evaporated what they have known about cultures, borders, countries, religion, everything. So they're actually living in a space where they can start everything from scratch. That's what the players are actually doing, and Maya is the one who is guiding through the players of this journey. And since there is still a little bit mystery about what happened within the core world, but one thing is sure that the goal of the players and Maya including is to get multiple species as soon as possible. And since they already started the journey, they do recognize that space exploration is like offering endless opportunities. So Maya is basically the one who leads the players across this journey. She is the one who is helping and guiding the hands of the players within the game, so the people can actually talk to her. They can ask questions about what the game is about, what they should do, what's the next step, how they should evolve within the game. And Maya is gonna be always there, who is like at the forefront of this exploration. So that's how she's kind of uniting and leading and helping the players in this whole journey going forward.
Perfect. And it seems like, yeah, Mr. Andy, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to kind of add to that, if that's all right, just about Maya herself. Remember, Maya is a learning AI. As the core grows and the player base grows, Maya is going to learn with it and grow with it. So it's incredible what Maya is today, but imagine what Maya is going to be in 5 years. This super intelligent AI being that exists within the core network and solely exists. It is an incredible concept that we're introducing here. And it can only be done with the technology. We all know what's going on with AI right now. We all know what's happening. So, we are really jumping on that and really making sure we create Maya, this beautiful, excellent, intelligent being that can operate and help the navigators inside the core network and help our explorers. So this for me is absolutely exciting.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you, Andy. And yeah, just reflecting on that, since you brought up AI, it's really important to know that we are also right now actually formulating a kind of strategy how we can involve AI in the actual gameplay. So as you know, gamers from all over the place, especially strategy game players, they are all used to playing against AI because that's how all strategy game has started back in the game. However, we can now create much more advanced features and mechanics around them. So this is something that we also discussed with Andy and the other guys, is that how we can leverage AI on the longer term. So
I mean, that's a cool concept to use AI to run the main character, make it able to learn by itself, develop itself through the time. It's a really cool concept for the whole game. I mean, awesome. I appreciate the answers. So, the next one, what motivates you to be part of the cosmic journey, and how do you think it will impact the future generations?
yeah, it's a really good question actually. Like I said in the beginning, our why is that we are interested in space exploration, and as we have seen from many real world journeys and real world projects, now space exploration is actually picking up not just in the US but in the EU and India and all over the place. So it's really we're kind of at the revolutionary time when space exploration is actually back in the game. Let's put it that way. So this is also something that we are interested in, and one element of the whole core concept is that we all, it's a Web3 based strategy game. The universe is virtual. The journeys are virtual. However, what we do, we basically trying to do like an accelerated technology development journey for the guys. So how the game starts is that we are starting with already known or developed technologies. The players kind of created. The story tells it that the players are researching ancient technologies and rebuilding based on those technologies. But ancient technology actually means nowadays technology. So for example, the concept of the first rocket launch pad that they have to build together, it's based on Falcon Heavy type rocket, but it's like a little bit more powerful and it can reach further than how it was constructed in real life. And after that, they are joining on an accelerated technology development journey. So as they develop this first rocket, they will be able to set a station on the moon, and then they can start building habitats on the moon. They can start colonizing the moon. But after that comes the next planet. And in order to get to the next planets, to get further in the space, you need to develop more advanced rockets. So we did lots of research, and we consulted with future technology researchers on that note as well to make a sort of realistic approach that what kind of rocket they need to build in order to get further in the space in a sort of realistic time. So after the first chemical rocket launch pad, this is the age where we live in right now, they will build the ion propulsion rocket, then they will build the nuclear powered rocket so they can reach further in the universe. And this is also somehow that we want to make it an interesting but realistic journey so people can learn about the future technologies we are going to implement and involve lots of advanced technologies in the gameplay which have not been yet constructed, but they are in the future timeline. So education and kind of interesting elements and learning is one aspect of the game that is kind of related to real life. And on the other hand, we also create a pool from all the inflows of the game to bring the impact of the core into actual real life situations. So on that note, we basically have two mission statements that we want to kind of help. One is that we want to help organizations, researchers, scientists who are working on preserving the earth as it is, preserving the resources, the nature, the wildlife, anything. On the other hand, we also want to support the younger generation who are building or trying to build or learning about space exploration and space technology. So we haven't yet figured out exactly the project that we are going to do, but one thing is sure, that we are going to support university students who would like to learn more about space exploration. That might involve, a trip to Texas to check out how SpaceX is building and this kind of stuff. So we want to kind of give back to good causes from the core. Andy?
Yeah, I mean that's exactly kind of where I was really finding motivation when I first joined. It was very much in the educational side of things. As a species, as you know, we're moving forward at a faster rate, and it's about to excel super fast. Who knows? We might see commercial, space flights in our lifetimes. I'm around 30 years old. I've got a few years left. Maybe, just maybe, guys, maybe. And I think that for me, playing this game and being a part of this, I'm equipping myself with an understanding, a knowledge on. I know it's virtual, I get that, but like we said, we are implementing real sort of circumstances, especially when it comes to the resource gathering and the way in which resources are developing and how we explore and how we move, how rocket ships are built. So this is rocket science. And so I think that this is a kind of gateway for a lot of people to understand what is going on out there. And as Elon Musk is pushing SpaceX, as the India's just got back from the moon, we've got all these great things and concepts on space exploration right now that we want to create an opportunity for the younger generation to get inspired by it, to get moved by it, to play games around it. And I think that there is a big lack of that, especially in the Web3 space. So it's good for the youngers to come on through, play games about space exploration, and maybe one day they'll become rocket scientists themselves. We go to the universities and we do that. So for me, that's super exciting.
I mean, it is super exciting. Great answer from you both. Appreciate it. Now, I would love to know more about the feature in the core itself. I mean, what is the feature that you have using? It will be like an uh, very different and set you apart from other projects in the space. Also, you have mentioned some already, but can you like expand more in your explanation?
Yeah, sure, indeed. So one thing that the core is a little bit more unique about is that we are trying to mimic and replicate how general resource management and space exploration is happening in real life. So on that note, that's why resource generation is like the first step. In order to generate resources, you have to build your empires. Similar to other forex kind of strategy games where you have this exploration and expansion kind of element with it. So you set your empire, you start growing it, you upgrading your little hexagon territories, then you are able to claim resources, and that resources are used to actually construct infrastructure elements. So that's how basically resources come into the game and then burn out in exchange to build like a technology. And if you build a technology, then you can go further in the space. And the motivation for building the technology for the players is that for each newly unlocked planet, they will the ones who build and also maintain, so keep the infrastructure elements, they are going to be the one who receive a certain portion from the territories of newly unlocked planets and celestial objects. So this is like the core framework. And how it's different compared to other Web3 games is that we have a more complex and more, realistic way how we actually manage blockchain-based assets, and all items within the game are interconnected. Every item has a purpose, every item has a goal, and every item has like a realistic addition into the space exploration journey. So on that note, our kind of economic mechanics behind the game is more complex than what we usually experience in other kind of Web3 strategy games. This is also what the people really like about. So you can actually dive into it. You can research about the characteristics or the parameters. We have like just setting up the game and parametering it takes us around 4 or 5 days to make sure that everything is aligned, every parameter is set up, and these are all like parameters within the game. So complexity is really something, but we wanted to build this complexity in a really digestible and really easily with really easy UI. So our UI is basically really simple. We have like a main screen. People can just get into the world, they can click around it, and they can just really easily start interacting with it. So that's how we wanted to mix usability with the complex backend. Regarding to other unique features, I think what's really unique about the core is that we have a competition between the players, but on the other hand, we also want them, and they also have to cooperate. So, like I said, in order to build this chemical rocket launchpad, not everybody builds their own. So everybody is building a joint rocket. The rocket is right now being put together from around 60 different elements, and the players have to build this together. So this is like a cooperative element within the game, which unusual to other type of strategy games, both in Web3 and both in traditional PC type of games.
Perfect, perfect. I appreciate you. Mr. Andy, would you love to add anything?
Not much to add on that, really. Mate really kind of covered a lot of the main features of the game. As he mentioned, this isn't a sort of quick instant gratification game. It's something that is a long-term process, and I think in this modern day and age with our short attention spans, this is one of the kind of amazing features of these type of games, and I think they're going to make a big comeback. People are wanting to be more involved in things. They don't want that quick gratification. They're becoming sick of it almost. So I think this is one of the greatest elements of the game. I know it's not really a feature, it's just a nature of the game, but this is an element that I think should be addressed and really, really respected.
Perfect, perfect. I appreciate you. Now, the last question I have before we move on to the live segment, which I already have two ready for it. I would love like how people can. Is there a way for people to be an ambassador for the core, and where is the requirement for it?
Yeah, sure. We actually launched our ambassador program and distributed some news about it within Discord so far only, because we do have some applicants already, but the application is still on the ambassador program. The goal of the ambassador program is to basically bring real world influence and communities into the core, so they can start kind of their own life within the core. And we have this ambassador program for each celestial object that we are going to launch. So right now we basically launched the Earth Ambassador program, and anybody who wants to create an ambassador, they have to bring in some people to the game, and then they will be able to create their own clan within the core. And that means that they are going to have their little special recognition within the game. So they have their own badge, their own color. And they will also have their private communication channel within the core, so they can actually set goals together and they can reach for milestones that they want to reach. So that's led by an ambassador of a clan leader, and they want to let's say explore and expand into the whole Australian continent. Then they are gonna have to come together, work together, and they just start building out the empires on Australia. And that is gonna be enhanced later. So we are gonna have like many other incentives for people to cooperate within the game, because eventually we want them to have fun, and one of the most important elements of playing a game is that you can play it with your buddies, you can play it with your fans, but you can also compete with other groups of people, and that's what we want to elevate further, right, Andy?
Yeah, exactly that, man. The ambassador program is there to kind of bring people in that are really passionate about space exploration, and they want to share that passion with others. So we are introducing this incredible ambassador program. So guys, make sure if you're listening right now, jump in, join our Discord, follow us on Twitter, get involved, come join us, become an ambassador. We can have chats, loads of conversations, and make things happen. And we can help you create your empire, help you create your nation if that's what you're looking for. Maybe your international, your space flag, your entity in the cosmos. This is kind of what we want to do and help create people and give them that sense of something that's just incredible. So yeah, jump in, get involved. Let's do it.
Perfect, perfect. I appreciate it. And you heard Mr. Andy. Check the Discord, jump on board, give the Twitter a follow, and yeah, let's go. We are at the live segment. I already have some people who have question ready for you guys. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shoot us.
All right,
Let's go.
let's go. So let's start with Bolivar. Bolivar, you can ask your question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Bolivar, yeah, Can hear you?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go
Okay,
ahead.
my question is, what are the best plans for people to learn more about your project and join your community? Thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
and this,
Bolivar,
Yeah.
please ask your question.
Hello, can you hear me again?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Can you repeat the question one more time, Bolivar? We couldn't hear you clearly, mate.
Okay, my question is, what are the best plans for people to learn more about your project and join your community? Thank you.
Okay, I believe he's asking about what is the best way to learn about the project
Oh,
and join the community and interact with people, maybe.
yeah, sure.
Thank
That's
you,
great,
Tonya.
man. Thanks for asking. Yeah, jump involved like I just mentioned. Jump in on our Discord. Follow us on all our socials across the board. You can check out our website. Our website is thecore.network. You can learn more about the game mechanics. You can learn bit more about Maya, and you can play the game itself. I think one of the best ways of learning is by doing. That's one of the things. So it's one of those games that if you really want to learn, get involved, play the game a little bit, figure it out, and you'll learn so much more that way. But if you're tentative at this point and you don't want to kind of get too involved, check out our socials and check out our website.
Yeah, and indeed,
Perfect.
just like Andy mentioned, if you just
Okay, thank you. Keep growing.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Sorry, Mr. Matt, please go ahead.
yeah, no, yeah, it's all good, and yeah, just like Andy said, and yeah, one thing, you still got Maya, so Andy also mentioned her, but she's actually in the game, so she has this little bubble where you can just click on her and ask questions, and she's basically gonna help with everything, but she's busy sometimes, so don't worry if she's like lacking the answer a little bit, but she's also funny, but yeah, so if you want to know anything, feel free to ask her as well. It's probably gonna be fun.
Perfect, perfect. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the answer. And thanks, Bolivar, for the question. Now, Bobby, you can go ahead and ask your question, man.
Okay. Thank you for bringing me up. My question is, community supports one of the most important aspects of project success. So how do you plan to attract more users and expand your community globally?
Yeah, indeed. So we kind of do the usual stuff. You have to see that we have basically just started building community just a few weeks ago. We already have like really great interest, so that's good. We really appreciate this AMA with you guys. We're really happy to see the numbers that we see. So as I can see, there are more than 400 people in this space. So guys, we really appreciate you being here, and I just can encourage you that. If you want to take part, if you're interested in space exploration, just join to us in the Discord. You can ask any kind of questions. You can set up tickets. You can bring ideas, and yeah, we're gonna have more and more AMAs in the upcoming weeks. If you are interested in the ambassador program, let's just join. We are gonna help you with every information. We are gonna feed you with materials, know-hows, menus, how to basically process the game into your community. So yeah, we have just started now, but we have many great plans. We have many great expansion coming in the near future. So yeah, anybody who are interested, just jump into our Discord and then we can continue it.
I have more questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have more questions to ask. Do you have a program for an ambassador? So if so, how do I get involved and how can you tell us what the ambassador benefits are?
I
Yes.
believe you guys already answered, but if you can one more time.
Yeah, so within the Discord, there is a specific space for applying as an ambassador. It's a really easy form. You can fill it out in just 1 or 2 minutes. We are really interested. We are mainly interested about your relation and your kind of enthusiasm about the values that we mentioned. So it's about Web3, space exploration, and strategy games. So if this is something that you wanna work with, that you enjoy, then just fill out the form and we will review it really quickly. And if you think that it's a good match for both of us, then you are going to get shortlisted. And within the shortlisted period, we are going to have more information and the specific AMA for the shortlisted ambassadors early next week. So next Monday, Tuesday, we will announce an AMA where we can basically discuss in detail the ambassador program and how you can become like an Earth ambassador, what you need to do, what are the goals to do that, and based on the shortlisted ones, we're gonna have like a little period. And based on that period, we will select the 10 official ambassador for the core. And with them, we are going to have like weekly milestones after possibly at the second part of March, where we are going to have like goals and rewards allocated that how you ambassadors can work with us. And it's going to be involved, having your sessions with your communities, having like AMAs, creating content, whatever supports you. But we're going to help you a lot with actually spreading the word about the core and how you can kind of become your own, leaders within the galaxy of the core.
Perfect. I appreciate the answer. Mr. Andy, would you love to add
Yeah,
anything?
yeah. Look, just to say, there's going to be exclusive rewards for ambassadors, exclusive only for ambassadors. We have, if people have seen the game, I don't know if people have checked online and you've checked out our website, thecore.network, and you've had a look at the game itself, you've noticed that there is different elements of the game, like the yield function on some of the assets that people build in the game. These things can be a sort of incentives for their ambassadors to know that they will get benefits in the game that other people may not have. So this is kind of it, and it really just comes down to being interested in what the ethos and the energy that we are producing at the core. The ambassadors are reserved for people who genuinely share share the ambition we have for space exploration, not just virtually but in reality as well. Understanding that the humans want to explore space. We want to be able to, travel across the cosmos. So this is kind of it really, and we kind of want to see that. So, but there will be certain rewards. We'll have our own tokens and things like this. So yeah, like we said, there will be a lot of benefits for the ambassadors.
Perfect. I appreciate you. Thanks for the answer. So people about the ambassador role, you already know what to do. Jump onto the Discord, and it's easy to follow from there. Let's go with Olivia.
Hey, hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Olivia. Hi.
Hi.
Thought you were a girl.
Hi.
You got
My
Elsa.
question is, yes, my question is, what is the revenue model of the project? In what ways do you generate income and profit?
Yeah,
I
thank
believe
you for your question. It's quite significant. So we basically generate revenue by only selling the districts, so the hexagons, the territories on the different celestial objects. So right now we're actually running a really early bird 90% discount price. We also have a freemium. Regarding the numbers, you can see that there are more than 140,000 districts on Earth, and out of that, 10% basically goes as a premium for first-time district owners. So if you just want to get your first land in the core, just step into the website is actually explore.thecore.network. You just only need the MetaMask, you just need a few matics on it, and then you can basically claim your first land and start building your empire. The 90% discount goes to actually 2 matics, so we wanted to price it in a way how people can really easily access it and jump into the game. So we are not really looking for like big budgets at the beginning, we are more just want to give the opportunity for everyone to play. And the proceeds, we will use towards on one hand, we are generating the pool, like I mentioned, this impact pool. The impact pool is about creating the real world incentives for people to actually to build a better space technology product or preserve Earth. So that's 1%, and the rest we also have like a higher than usual commission for referrals. So we offer a lifetime referral of 10% for all the accounts that you kind of invite into the game. So make sure that you find your invite link there, because it can be like a really great opportunity to expand your network and share the word about. And the rest we just use to develop the game forward. And we have many plans. We want to create like a really, really compelling experience for you guys. We have our ideas ready, but bringing ideas to life always takes time. So we are really happy if we can make as much intriguing content for you guys as much we can.
Perfect. Appreciate you. Thanks for the answer, and thanks Olivia for the question. Let's move on to Tubu.
Hey, my question is, what's the ROI we can expect if we buy some NFTs and start playing the game?
Mr.
Could you repeat?
Matt and Mr.
Yeah, could you repeat the question one more time?
I believe he was asking about an NFT. What is the benefit of it for purchasing the NFT and playing the game? I
Well,
believe that was.
yeah, I mean, go on, Mate.
Oh yeah. Sorry, there was some network issues, so I didn't hear the question for the first time. But yeah, so yeah, we use NFTs in two parts of the game. So NFTs are representing the districts on Earth, the Earth territories, and we're gonna issue NFTs for every subsequent planet that the players are discovering. So that's one particular item in the game. NFTs are also something that we use dynamic NFTs, so you can upgrade those districts if you build districts next to each other. You are rewarded with like colony bonus. That means that you can create like really powerful empires if you just stick around and create like neighboring zones within the core. The next type of for owning the NFTs, the main and real benefit is that they are gonna generate you automatically resources that you can claim. So the resource mechanism works in a way that we basically count the block times, and each district has a capacity. So let's say that one district has a capacity of 5 aluminum resource, which is like a building type of resource. Then for 100 block time that has spent on the actual Polygon mainnet network, you are gonna get 5 multiplied by 100 block time, and then you will be able to claim 500 aluminum resource, and then you can use that resource to construct an infrastructure element, let's say a piece within the chemical rocket launch pad. And if you construct that piece, then you're gonna receive the cosmic yield, and the cosmic yield is basically a percentage from the new resources minted on the new planet. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me, guys? There might be some problem with the.
Everything is. Yeah, we can hear everything.
All right, good
stuff.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
As Mate mentioned, the NFT system is integrated into the game itself. So we're not, it's part of the ecosystem. It's part of the natural resource gathering of the game. So as you play the game, you will kind of pick up on the way that it kind of blends with blockchain technology, and that the elements of the game are going to stand out to you and realize, wait a second, this is where blockchain technology comes in. So just bear that in mind, and knowing that the ROI is something that's kind of implemented naturally within the game in the resource gathering.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you guys for the answers. Thank you, Toby, for the question. Let's go with the last question from the live segment, which is Jasmine.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so my question is, regulation is very important. So in order to go globally, how does your team deal with these issues?
What is the team plan to go globally? Can you come again?
Yeah. I think that was I can get that. But yeah, maybe we can follow up with questions if I haven't answered it fully. So the team right now is based in London and Budapest. So we are basically European origin. We already have a new advisor we onboarded in the USA, in Colorado, but we're also looking for more and more advisors with actually local presence. So if among you guys you are interested in joining on board, we have a really nice advisor program. Of course, there is some requirements in order to become an advisor. So we are looking for people with already great outreach and knowledge of certain regions. But we are happy to talk with like-minded people, and if we are just interested about the same stuff, I'm sure that we can make out of something.
Perfect. Jasmine, do you have any more question?
No, thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. Okay, guys, I believe we come to the end for our live segment for today, and the space as a whole. Would you guys love to say any final words for the community? Maybe advice, maybe something you want to say for the community, or something we didn't talk about you love to mention? Please go ahead.
Guys, it's 2024. It's the year of growth. It's the year of building. It's going to be a fantastic year. So just want to wish you all a great year. Happy Bull Run and everything of that sort. And just say, thanks for joining us today. It was really a pleasure to speak. Guys, remember to chuck us a like. Remember to follow us on all our channels. And we're really excited to hear from you regarding the Ambassador Program. Bante?
Yeah, indeed. It was a pleasure hosting this space with you guys. We really appreciate the number that you have joined. So it's really good to see that so many people are interested in our project. Really, thank you, Wise Crypto guys, for organizing this. And just like Andy said, this is an exciting time in crypto. Many things will go along the road for the next couple of months, years, and it's also an exciting year for space exploration. So we are just really interested, and we just really want to make sure that you guys are all happy. And if you have any follow-up questions, anything that you want to ask, we also see that there are many questions in the comment section. So we will after the AMA, we will just get right into it and make sure that you guys know everything that you need to do in order to be part of our journey. And again, thank you very much for joining. It was a pleasure.
Appreciate you. For our listeners, thank you very much for tuning in today. Thanks you for being here. I see if there is more than 30 people already raising their hands for more questions. Please, if you have any more question, jump into Discord, ask your question in there. If you have more, drop it in the comment. As Mr. Matty and Mr. Andy said, they gonna answer all the question after the AMA. That was a really great AMA, great answer from you guys, and we are so glad to have you on board. One more time, thank you for coming in, and have a great day, everyone.
Cheers. Take care, everybody.
Cheers. Thank you, guys. Take care. See you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.